today's operation, I've been getting calls from 2 supervisors in the central and southwest area who say that there's been an uptick in traffic, and so we're going on the streets. We'll go from here and we'll do the Belmont, work the Belmont Blade down to Parkway, work Parkway, and take a look at that.
Focus on twofers or
if anything and everything. If we see a twofer, you know, we'll do that. But we want to look at the most vulnerable and target those young girls. If we see a young one out there, we'll take the extra effort and put them on that. If we get those pimps that are sitting down there at the Sierra on that, we'll try to get a long eye on them and maybe pick off one of their girls. So when we go out, don't get in too big of a hurry. Make sure that your cover is there before you make contact out of it. What time is it? Oh yeah, this will be perfect. So 11:15. All right, cool. All right, let's do it.
Crossing the street, back over to my side. Super 7, Maple, and
So detectives are spotting somebody who they suspect is loitering for the purpose of prostitution. And I call them victims. It's an exception to the rule for any of the girls out here on the street not to have somebody to answer to, that they give their money to. They know that if they say that to the police, they're going to be referred to as being out of pocket, not following by the rules, and not down for the game. And the price to pay for that is severe beating. It's kind of a rarity for a pimp to be sitting right there controlling and watching in visual. They're controlling these young women over a phone. And when you get the cell phone, if you have the opportunity to look at the text messages, you'll see it. Where are you at? Every 5 minutes, how much you got? And they are trained, and it's beat into them that they have to ask permission to do anything.
She walked over to the north side of the street. Black sweater with a bag. With short jean shorts, glasses, talking on her cell phone.
We're at Belmont and Maple, so we're in the southeast portion of the city. This is not the real hotspot area, but when we start putting a lot of enforcement in on the normal areas,
You want to go to jail this time?
that disrupts it.
I think this guy might be your pimp, so we just want to get him at fight.
Copy.
Negative. This guy is at Chrissy's Donut. 18 to 10. Myself and Longo are out of the car now. We're going to make contact shortly.
Okay. He just came out right now. He's waving to the guy who's sitting down on the bus bench.
Belmont. She's not getting in. He's going to... They're coming out, Kurt. They're just outside the door.
Yeah, I got an eye on him. So in this case here, we saw her get out of a car, loitering for the purpose of prostitution. Because of her location and dress, we believe she's involved in that. He was monitoring her and watching her, and then they hooked up afterwards. So because she's nearby him and within his, she knows she cannot talk to anything, identify as a victim, or make any information, because her fear is not of law enforcement, but that guy sitting on the ground
Suspect is in custody.
with the tattoos on his face. So we got a mark unit here who's going to assist us. He was close by. There's different tactics and techniques. Sometimes when you can get them together, they'll say things that'll conflict with one another.
We saw her loitering, flagging down cars. So we kind of watched her. Initially she was with him. When she posted up, he kind of stood back and stood watch. In here we decided to contact him and find out if that's her pimp. When we go to make contact with him, he's like, no, it's like backing away. So we secured him in handcuffs and then escorted him out here. He indicates that he is on parole. Do a search of his pockets. He's got some meth in his pocket.
Ooh.
So we pull out his property out next to him. I came over here to grab some gloves to handle the dope, and he grabs it and shoves it up his rear end. Try to destroy it until when they pull it out, he reaches in and pulls it out, and that's where we're at right now. Trying to get a hold of his parole agent. He's on a monitor. He's 290 registering.
Awesome. Good
According
stuff.
to the girlfriend or the friend, He's also a gangbanger. Looks like might be a bulldog.
Right there.
Where do I pick you up? I gotta make a U-turn though. You guys catch that? I don't think she wants to get in my car, but the deal's already made, $100 for everything.
How is she going to further it? Did she tell you where to pick her up at?
She said her hotel room 10 minutes away, and I asked if she needed a ride. She said make a U-turn and come back.
See, this is what they do. Let me touch you. So she'll reach over and grab. Then she say, touch me. Look up, touch me. That happened.
Stop. Take your hands out. Yeah, no, Stop. There's the police.
So you hang right here.
I'm not trying to hurt you. You need to comply. Stop, Put your hand behind your back. Put your hand behind your back.
Officers are on the scene.
She had the condom in her mouth. She spit it out when she got out of the car, so